All right, let's go. Hi, muckers. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. You have caught me in a very, very, very good mood. I am in Kyoto in Japan. I just spent my entire day hanging out with deer and feeding deer at the park. So just the best. Japan is so much fun. But anyways, I hope you're all doing very well. Today, we're going to be talking about Trisha Paytas and Shane Dawson. So we filmed a video a couple days ago. And first of all, I cannot believe how many of you were like really involved in that video. Like the comment section was like, y'all were showing up. So hello. We really don't talk about Shane Dawson much these days. And I didn't even know that he was still uploading. I'm not saying that in a shady way. I just don't keep up. I know that he does his podcast. I know that he has children now. And other than that, I really don't see much from him. But he had posted a video, if you remember, on his second channel where he went to Disneyland and was talking about conspiracies. There has never been a year where I haven't seen a Shane Dawson conspiracy video, which is like, the biggest conspiracy theory of all time. Is this thing a conspiracy? Let me add some spooky music, and then it is. A bunch of BS. But anyways, this video was a Disneyland conspiracy video, and in the video, there was one specific conspiracy where there is a brick on Main Street in Disneyland that apparently can be lifted up, and that's pretty much the conspiracy theory. Riveting content, guys. At least if we put a spooky sound in the background, it's woo! But anyways, that was the conspiracy, and Shane, Ryland, the crew were all filming literally on Main Street trying to like dig this brick out of the ground that a employee of Disneyland comes over and tells them off and is like, you've got to stop doing this. And Shane decided to include this in the video and included, you know, obviously the face of the employee, the name badge of the employee, and then the employees started getting absolutely harassed online. People were trying to find the employee. People were going to Disneyland saying they wanted to get the employee fired because, again, in this video, they basically ended the conspiracy by shutting it down when, in actuality, they were just being an employee trying to stop a customer from destroying property and calling it a conspiracy, which is insane. So everyone was feeling really bad for the employee and just kind of talking about the responsibility of creators that if you are purposely doing something and kind of pushing this idea on your audience that this person is telling you off or that they're, you know, ending the video early or they're in on the conspiracy, then they're going to get a bunch of hate. And it is a responsibility of a creator to either blur that person, blur their name, or just not include it. And Shane didn't do that, and then he got a bunch of backlash. And I have seen on the Spill the Tea With Me page on TikTok that they have posted about Trisha talking about this, and I'm really intrigued because, again, Trisha and Shane used to be best friends. Trisha was around during the conspiracy era, and I haven't seen much to do with Trisha and Shane in a long time that I feel like I'm reliving my 2016 moment here of Trisha talking about Shane. So let's dive into it. I just want to let you all know that second leg of the Chronically online tour is happening in literally a couple weeks, starting in Nashville. I'm going straight from Japan to the second leg. So if you're in any of the places, please come. I can't wait to meet you. It's going to be a fun show. And also my Patreon is linked down below of a bunch of exclusive content over there. I'm having so much fun on Patreon. It's a big support over there. So let's get to this. Shout out to Spill Some Tea With Me. Trisha reacts to the backlash Shane Dawson is currently going through after his Disneyland conspiracy theory video. And again, he's getting the backlash for the reasons that we just discussed.
Even though I saw the clip and I'm so like kind of
love Oscar. Oh my god, Trisha's hair.
Trying to take out of the rock and like you might be the lucky one and it moves, it shakes, it opens up. But yeah, this is just like notes.
Just a brick that is like a little loose, and then in this.
What Oscar said there is so true. By the way, sorry for pausing it, but someone commented in my video and was like, not Disney being under the scrutiny of a Shane Dawson conspiracy just because they haven't fixed their bricks in decades. And I thought that was so real.
This clip, a worker comes up to Shane who was like on the ground trying to unearth this brick.
Literally,
and
that was
like,
wild.
We don't damage the property, and she was very sweet about it, in my opinion. Like the comments were like, "That girl is so rude."
Well,
the comments were crazy.
First of all, not that it matters. Didn't know who they were, so she treated like anyone else because they were like, "No, but the conspiracy on TikTok." She's like,
Come on now.
Okay, vandalizing.
Sorry, did you read that comment?
Like, no, but the conspiracy.
The employee was incredibly rude, saying, "We don't destroy property." I've been to Disney World, but I've never seen an employee rude like that. Y'all need help. Y'all are psychotic. What the fuck?
TikTok, she's like,
Come
She's
on
like,
now.
okay, vandalizing property is not cute. Like, she was, I get it. She was stern. She wasn't like cutesy about it, but like, who would be? Like, you're literally trying to destroy. Like you said,
Yeah.
they're on. Everyone,
Also, an employee is just taking the rules and enforcing them. It doesn't matter if you're Shane Dawson.
on the ground. They're all like adults on the ground, just like trying to like dig. It's not like a little kid trying to whatever. And it's
And
like
they're filming it, and it's like, it seems like delinquents to me. Like, if you didn't know
yes,
who they were.
that's what I'm saying. You don't know the context. And so, if the context, even knowing the context, it's weird. But because I'm like, what is Shane Dawson doing in this? But yeah. Then I guess Shane's fans, which I didn't think that about his fans. I guess they were.
I didn't know that either.
Going after
I guess
this employee.
everyone's viewers are like very protective over them. I get that, but also it's like, you're in some.
I'm like, why are y'all being protective over Shane Dawson against a Disneyland employee? Girls, we need hobbies. We need to get out of the house. We need to log out of our YouTube accounts. We need to check into a mental health facility. Like,
of work, and it's also, it wasn't like Mickey Mouse came up. It was like, oh no.
I've had a long day, so that's making me laugh more than it should. But just the thought of Mickey Mouse coming up and telling Shane Dawson.
Get that brick up, you know what I mean? Like,
They cancel Mickey.
It was
That's
like
fine,
a regular employee, and it was crazy to put her face and her name tag in it.
Yes, I think that's where it was. Because it's one thing to like hear a voice off camera and try like whatever. But yeah, it was like her face and her.
Yeah,
they
they
could have
put-
blurred. I'm surprised they didn't blur.
I thought you kind of had to know if you're filming in public. I mean,
Especially if someone's like yelling at you.
and they don't know if they're filming. I don't know.
Who was filming? Someone else was filming.
Yeah.
Because, you know, if that was me.
Because they had a full camera crew there. And normally, yes, a lot of people will blur the face of people in public. A lot of people don't. But specifically with like an employee that you know is shutting something down, that your audience is going to be pissed. Because at its core, the audience are getting less content because the crew member shut it down. And also the audience are now under this impression by Shane Dawson of the employees in on the conspiracy. We need to send people back to schools.
Most filming me, and we're like, even they say don't film in here, I'm like, put the down. Like,
Me
I
too.
like,
I
immediately.
hate breaking the rules.
Same, and that's why I don't film in public, because I always think we're getting in trouble. And I even
That's
there are
so
some
bad.
other things. Sometimes you film, like even if we're just like at a meet and greet or something, he's filming. I'm like, stop filming. Like I just like I don't understand why they just kept filming that. That was so weird.
Awkward.
And then to put it in, I don't know. It was a hot topic, y'all. Some people are like, Trisha's obsessed with Shane. It's like, it was a hot topic.
It was
People
a hot
were talking
topic.
about it.
Okay, and then I didn't see this. So Jenny Nicholson, who's another YouTuber, and she does a lot of like theme park stuff. She especially like Disney parks. She goes viral every time.
The
she
Muckers loved the Jenny shout out in the video. So hi Jenny babe.
reviews like a theme park. But she tweeted, this is direct quote, that idiot Shane Dawson made a conspiracy video about Disneyland, and now his equally stupid fans, again, not my words, Jenny
Yeah.
Nicholson's, his equally stupid fans are ruining the life of a poor employee who was just doing her job because he decided to leave in her name and face and imply she was part of
Gag.
a conspiracy.
Queen.
Go to hell, Shane Dawson. And this
Queen.
got 1.7 million views
Oh.
and 72,000 likes. So it is really a hot topic.
I have a feeling, yes, definitely. I saw it everywhere. And then after we talked about it, it was even more. Like, I hadn't seen
she
it.
tweeted this after, not that she watched, like, just coincidentally.
Yeah,
tweeted
yeah,
it.
yeah. Because you sent it to me after, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh, damn, I didn't know, like, the severity of it, because I didn't even think about that part, really. But, like, he should have. Like, you do think about that as, like, oh, are they going to see this person? Are they going to... Because we edit things out all the time with, like, there's people in it or something like that. So, it is kind of crazy. I have a feeling we talk about this because we're always like, who are his fans? And I think they're, like, just the kids still. I think probably kids...
Probably.
That to me is the craziest thing because again, I've not thought about Shane Dawson in a long time. We used to make a lot of videos on Shane Dawson, but like as the years have gone on, it's like crickets. But I really did think about that. If these people are giving backlash to this employee who's just doing their job, who are the kind of people that would give backlash to someone just doing their job? It has to be children. These are children, to quote Cody Tyler. Like, they have to be children. And again, if they are adults, they need severe help. Please. They need not to have access to a computer, internet, like anything. So it has to be children, or at least really young people, which is still shocking that Shane Dawson has that kind of audience. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
watch the conspiracy theories, I would assume, because I don't...
Again, conspiracy theory content can range. It can either be a young audience or a really old audience or kind of like an in-between of all ages. But his kind of conspiracies are like, is this pizza slice too big? So it probably is children watching him, which is alarming.
Yeah, it's just very odd. So I wonder, did Disneyland say anything? Is the video still up?
Did Disneyland say anything?
'Cause
Did
you can
Mickey
also
Mouse
blur,
himself respond?
Later.
in like the YouTube video editor, even when it's like already uploaded.
My fear is being banned from YouTube or Disneyland permanently.
True.
Like, I'm surprised they
They're
don't
pretty
get...
strict.
They are, especially if you post stuff like that. They don't love when you post, like, behind the scenes of stuff or, like, people out of character and...
Oh, here he is with the brick, okay.
The damn
It's an hour and a half. And the brick isn't even till the 34-minute mark.
He's getting you in to at least halfway through.
That
He's always-
is such a great point that they just brought up, by the way, about, like, Disneyland shutting things down, like, and banning people. I wonder if Shane Dawson has a Disneyland ban after
Been
this,
a
because it
good,
would kind of make
storyteller.
sense with how big
They
the
are
video
really
got.
they're using sunglasses to take this brick out. It actually is kind of crazy.
I mean, at least
They're
they didn't bring in, like...
grabbing
A
it!
shovel.
Oh, well, I guess you can't. I guess you
Yeah.
can't bring a weapon in.
Oh no, see her name and
Shane
face
Dawson
is
with
still in
weapons
there.
at
She was
Disneyland.
like, what the hell is going on? And everyone's looking around like, what are these?
And has anyone said anything? Because Disney fans don't.
And again, it just brings attention, like people walking Main Street. Oh, there's Shane Dawson trying to dig up a fucking brick.
They don't mess around. Like, people who, like, love Disney defend those
Cat
parks
Tambarge.
with all their heart. So, I wonder if no one said anything.
Oh, Jenny Nicholson.
And who's Jenny Nicholson?
She's a
diva.
YouTuber. She's pretty popular. She's
Oh,
like a
theme park,
comment.
you said.
Yeah, she does a lot of theme parks.
So, yeah.
Oh, a comment. Disney Entertainment cast member here. It's not a written rule. It's a big suggestion for performers to let the guests end the hug for. Oh no, that's not related to the brick, I guess. Okay, I guess you really
not
went in with
Oscar, just
different-
malfunctioning there.
I guess like a hugging conspiracy too. Or like okay.
Oh, the hugging conspiracy is Disney characters aren't allowed to let go
Let
until
go of
like,
a
you
hug.
let go.
Yeah, that makes sense. What's,
So what's
is it,
it-
I don't know if that's because it's not just etiquette, like a rule.
And what were they? I wonder if they tried to debunk it. Because I think there's a difference between a little kid holding in a hug with Minnie Mouse versus like a grown adult holding in a hug. I would-
40-year-old.
And don't worry, a grown adult did hold on to that hug. I think they got Chris to do it, and it was a painful watch. It was a painful watch. The video was so painful to watch. And I'm not even just being a hater, which I am. It was painful to kind of take things that are geared towards like literal children. The rules are in place for children, and then as an adult being like, we're gonna try them out, and then when they don't apply to us because we're not children, they're a conspiracy. If we put
Everyone can
spooky
be the
music,
character. I love it. Like, live your fantasy. But I don't know, if an adult's holding me for too long as Mickey Mouse, I'd be like, maybe let's let it go, you know?
Yeah, I think, like as Shane says, all for entertainment purposes only, to like go after this woman who's doing her job.
Does he say it?
That's what he always says in the beginning, right?
Okay, that's good. Lets people know, I suppose, but...
again, I think an important part there is for educational, for comedy, for whatever, but like if people now know where this employee works and like whether you intended for it or not, like just remove the section from the video. You didn't even debunk anything or prove anything. You just tried to fucking vandalize the property. It didn't work. The employee's getting shit. Just take that part out of your video. My God. Anyways, look. I got these lucky cats in Japan. They're so cute. They're so cute. This one's for love, so fingers crossed. All right, muckers. I will see you in my... Oh my God, and also I got the Japanese version of Mayhem, Lady Gaga. Love. All right, muckers, I hope you're all doing very well, and I enjoyed this Kiki with you. My goodness, I'm really thinking deeply now about like who Shane Dawson's demographic is. I will see you on my next one. I hope you're all doing very well, and goodbye.